Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You know, it has been an honor to have a YouTube channel dedicated to MCOC for the past 5 years. And one of my favorite things about having a channel that involves this community, this game, is that no 2 days are ever the same, and you never know what you're going to be talking about in a video. This past weekend, the video that I put out there that had, in some ways, the most traction was about a perceived silent nerf to the hoarding of crystals, specifically abyss crystals, basic crystals, featured crystals, dual class crystals, specifically the 6-star versions of those crystals. Ironically, when it comes to this guy, 6-star infamous Iron Man, better known on this channel as Iron Doom. You see, several people, including, I've learned this past weekend, several YouTubers out there have purchased and saved Tech Abyss Nexus crystals, including, I guess, the one from Kabam Santa for free, for those of you who got that around the Christmas holiday during the end of 2022, for 6-star Iron Doom. Well, if you missed the video, we had somebody who filed the help ticket just making sure that he was going to be in the tech version of the Abyss Nexus if they saved that crystal for months until he came out in the basic. Because keep in mind, the 6-star featured crystal that has another 28 days, another 4 weeks, still doesn't have him. That's also crazy to think about, right? So anyhow, the person who seemed to speak with confidence on the issue from Kabam said that that was incorrect. That whenever you purchased the crystal, whatever the champion pool was at the time of purchasing that crystal, was the champion pool that was determined from that crystal, which was definitely against the history of what we have done as a community with opening crystals. This goes back, and there are several YouTube videos on it from other YouTubers, Reddit posts, you name it, from people who proved that if you waited, if you hoarded it, you indeed got to have the champion. The most recent hype of this was not only Galactus, but also Quicksilver, when we waited for them to get into the basic pool. Well, as of the last 24 hours, to start off this Monday, January 9th, though by the time this hits my channel, it's definitely Tuesday, January 10th, to quite a few of you out there. We have an update. Shout out to Galen Merrick, who clued me in on this as well as others, but this is specifically coming from him, from the forums. And fit_fun 9329 said, "It's wrong, the employee must be new." That was kind of the perceived reaction from the community this weekend. They said there's no way that Kabam recoded these crystals. Part of it's just you can't imagine them actually taking the time to do that, but you never know, right? Maybe Kabam did. Maybe they hired somebody new just to make this a new reality of those crystals. Well, Kabam Jax had to chime in on this, and this is what he said. "Hello, summoners! I'm glad we're able to clear this up because your parents are not getting divorced." Just kidding. Because as I'm sure you've seen, this has spread a great deal within the community. Which, who knows? Maybe he's alluding to my channel as well. Wouldn't I be honored to be included in a forum post from this gentleman? There has been no change to the way crystal hoarding and opening works. The support team made a mistake on this one. We have confirmed and reconfirmed within our player experience support team and made sure they are working with accurate information. Crystals will pull from the pool. That's confusing, right? 2 versions of the word pool. That is active at the time of opening. I know these incidents are strange, but hopefully this clears things up. And it does. And I would say that if we had put a poll up about what we thought Kabam's response would have been this weekend, over half of the people who voiced their opinion on that video and behind the scenes would have said that this was the reaction. So it feels like we have a pretty good idea of how the crystals are coded depending on when you open them. I just cannot say this enough. Wait until, especially if you're opening an Abyss crystal that's going off the basic pool, wait until that champion has been dropped and their avatar appears in the champions that you're trying to open, as you can purchase the crystal from the basic screen. If the champion has not appeared, even if you think they're supposed to be, you will not see that champion. We have seen that mistake made over and over again. I remember years ago this was made just with Blade as well as others. So that is my tip for those of you who are hoarding for Infamous Iron Man to maybe get him immediately when he's in the basic. You've still got, what, a couple months to go? Maybe less than that? Either way, that is the update. Again, shout out to Mr. Galen Merrick for sending this my way, and hopefully this video helps clear up some confusion that was caused from a inaccuracy due to the communication from the support team.